Oh, it's a big day today, guys. The tool caddy, timber framing tool caddy, is out of glue. Didn't run out of glue, it's out of the clamps. It's all glued up and ready to fit the final piece, the bottom. So, been a lot of questions about the bottom, myself included. Wasn't sure how I was going to fit it. Yes, it would work. You could just glue it to the bottom or nail it to the bottom. That would be fine. But some people recommended doing a rabbet. I've never done a rabbet before, but I was at an old secondhand junk store looking for tools yesterday, and I came across a pair of old drawers. And they were dovetail drawers, really similar to the construction we have here, and the bottoms were rabbeted in. And I thought to myself, what takes more abuse than a kitchen drawer? Nothing. That's why they're built so strong. They loaded down sometimes with many pounds of flatware and heavy items, slammed shut, ripped open for generation after generation, so they've got to be tough. So I thought, why don't we make the toolbox like a drawer? So a rabbet is how I'm going to do it. How do you cut a rabbet? Well, we're going all by using the old way, hand tools. It would be easy to cut a rabbet on a table saw, but we're not going to do that. We're going to use hand tools. I am very happy, excited to share with you a tool that I really treasure. To be honest with you, I've had this for quite a while, and I've been looking for an opportunity to use it, but I've been a little bit intimidated by it. I didn't really understand it. I didn't know how to work it. I didn't know if it was complete. This here was a gift from my subscriber, Paul Varga. Paul Varga has said that he was looking for a good home for a Stanley plane. This one here. Whoops. Sorry, Paul. A number 78. Again, a number 78 made in, of all places, where is it? Well, it's on the other side. England. Jolly old England. It is beautiful, a beautiful plane. So I downloaded the original instructions from Stanley, and I think I understand it. I think I understand how to use it. I've not used it yet, but we're going to try it today. The thing that's really special about this plane is that it's 100% complete, and it is in just excellent condition. It's got the original, the depth gauge right there. I'll show how all this works. It's got the, I don't know, the fence. You can see right there, which can be used on both sides. It's got the little cutter, and it even has two blades, which I just finished up sharpening. This is the blade here that you can use in the front or the rear. So it's kind of a combination plane. You can run it through its main configuration right here, you can see, or if you're coming up, this is the kind of the bullnose feature. If you're coming up and you need to get a few more inches, I think if you call it a stopped rabbet, not sure, don't quote me on that. I'm not the expert on this at all, I'm learning. There you go. Oh, I just learned something. This plane is not made in England. This plane is made in the USA. But the blade is made in England and the fence is made in England. So it's a collaboration there. It's the a combination, what do we call it? An Anglo-Saxon collaboration. That's what it is. So there's the bullnose. We won't be using that today, but I'll try to explain that. So I'm excited to do this. I hope it works out. Here's the bottom. So what a rabbet is basically we would take and remove this right here up there, like an L, and that will recess into the bottom. Now I didn't rabbet these pieces and recess it where it would be flush and hidden the bottom, like a hidden bottom, because I didn't want that, because this is going to be a rough service toolbox. It's going to be used a lot, sitting it down, up and down, picking it up, and I wanted to have the bottom to take that abuse. I didn't want the corners where the dovetails were to get knocked off and take all that abuse. So I'm going to rabbet this down halfway or so. So let's get it set up. Again, I've got the blades sharpened. They're beautifully sharp. I didn't even need how they do it. It was in such good condition, but you can see here. There. So I see yourself in there. The blade is beautifully sharp. This one here is made in England. So let's do this. Let me see if I can get this set up, figure out how this thing works. I'll bring you along. We'll see. Oh, also, so I've been reading a lot about planes from people who know. I don't know anything about it, really. All I know is kind of what I've been reading. And from what I understand, I may be wrong about this, but if you were going to start collecting your woodworking tools and you were going to get into some planes, wanted to buy some planes, These 3 planes are the ones that a lot of people who are in the know would recommend that you have. First being a number 4 or number 4.5 Stanley type of plane. Just your basic one. You can do so much with this. And also from there, a small Stanley block plane like this 65 right here would be another one. And maybe even third, the argument would be made, a rabbit plane like this number 78 right here. Everyone's not going to agree with that, but a lot of people do. So that's kind of what I, how I understand it. So I'm very excited about, let's get to work. Enough of my talking. So I've got the rabbit plane all set up. So here, I've got the bottom dogged up here. You can see. Again, I can't tell you how useful these dogs are. I would have a hard time imagine doing it without it. I really like it. So the rabbit is going to be just like this right here. You can see we're going to cut that down. We're going to go for 1/4 inch. That will recess the bottom up into the caddy and give it a lot better strength, make it more durable. So it's quite simple. There's only it was very simple to set up, but you can see here that we have the fence. I'll point to these things right there. Now that keeps it from going in too far. The second measurement, or the second thing we have, the gauge is right there, is the depth gauge. You can see that there's a 1/4 inch gap between here and the board. So we'll know that we're at the proper depth when that goes down and won't allow us to cut any further. Now the blade is also set right on this line. You can see this line that I have drawn there with pencil. So again, this is a first for me. If everything goes right, we should be able to plane a nice clean rabbit all the way down, full length. We're running with the grain now. We're also going to rabbit across the grain, and there's another setting, a little cutter that will come into place according to the instructions, and we'll cover that too. But let's make our first pass and see how it goes. So I forgot to mention, I also have on my thumb here, I have a little control that will set the depth of the blade, and so I'll set that all the way up. And we'll start nice and easy and see how it goes. All right. So far so good. It's cutting. Oh, it's really nice. It's just beautiful. Look at that. Oh, look, I got to show you the shavings. Look at that. That is beautiful. It's just one solid piece, effortlessly. How nice it cut. So I'm about 1 inch from the end, so I'll just carefully push it through. Oh my goodness, that is so amazing. Let me show you what it looks like. So here you can see from the first pass, we're starting to get that shoulder on there. Beautiful, glass smooth, perfect cut. Look at that. Wow. I don't know what to say. I didn't have expectations that it would work so well. What a tool. All right, let's set the camera up and we'll keep going and plane down to our 1/4 inch to see how it goes. Amazing. Amazing. Impressions. All right, first let me show you what we did. That is the rabbit with the Stanley 78. I don't recall using a tool that I had more fun with than this. That was absolutely a joy. I found myself smiling the whole time using it. I couldn't believe how well it worked. Look at the shavings. Look at the shavings. Here are the shavings. I don't know how many passes it took. Maybe 15 or so, maybe 20. But each one just got better and better. I would recommend, from my limited experience, I want to put that out there, but just as a first-time user, I'm just so impressed. If you don't have one of these, I would recommend you jump on YouTube or eBay right now and click to buy it now and get one, because after this video, I suspect that these might be a little bit hard to find for a while. I just found that, I was just looking them up, these can be had right now, as per today, in good condition for around $150. And they still make this brand new. And I saw one place that was selling it for $59. I think it retails for around $100. How do the new ones compare with the old ones? Well, you know how that goes. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Awesome. Just awesome. So I'm going to do the other side, and then I'll bring you around and we'll show you how we do cross grain. Now, to do cross grain, there's a little cutter right there that we'll have to put down that will pre-cut the wood so it doesn't tear out. I haven't used that yet. I just read the instructions, and we'll see how that works. But well, that's what's next.
Hilltop tree and all our footprints in the snow.